and I want to give my take on Canelo Alvarez and Inoue. Actually, Inoue being the new Canelo Alvarez. So this is my new channel. So I want you guys to make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna talk boxing. So um everybody been talking about how Inoue is the number one pound for pound new fighter. At first, it was Canelo Alvarez, it was Manny Pacquiao, it was what's the other one? Lomachenko, right? Everybody want to somehow put fighters that hasn't even been as more accomplished, as the number one pound for pound, or fighters that have a loss as number one pound for pound over fighters who are undefeated, which I don't understand the whole logic behind that, but I do know that there is a lot of racism within uh, the sport of boxing. So they are willing to see, you have some people willing to see anybody at the number one pound for pound other than a African American fighter. So uh is people that's always coming out the blue, and somehow they always try to deem them or put them at the number one pound for pound, right? Now, I'm making the claim early because this has been something that has been going on for a very long time. They put a fighter, a non African American fighter, at the number one spot, right? And then all of a sudden, the person that they put at the number one spot end up getting beat bad. We could talk about Chocolatito. We could talk about Manny Pacquiao. We could talk about Canelo Alvarez, right? We could talk about a slew of fighters that they tried to put at pound for pound over a over African American fighters. Sorry about for that delay. So, the latest is Inoue. And Inoue is a pretty decent fighter, but he hasn't fought anybody. So when he fight a Stephen Fulton, right, you're gonna see that this kid was pretty much overrated, right? Just like Valdez. They tried to say that Valdez was the next thing, best thing since sliced bread. They tried to say Lomachenko was the best thing since sliced bread. Lomachenko lost to Lopez, and Valdez end up losing to Shakur Stevenson. And they didn't even want to give Shakur Stevenson his credit. Now, here's the thing, right? Here's the biggest issue. They give non African American fighters, right? No matter what other ethnicity it is, they give them all of the praises early. But then when it's an African American fighter, they always somehow state who have this fighter fought, what have this fighter done. This fighter needs to do more. This fighter has to fight this other African American fighter, right? But when it's the non-African American fighter, oh well, he don't deserve a shot. He don't deserve a fight. Oh, he needs to go fight again another African American fighter. Oh, why he what did he do to deserve a shot? Why would we give him a chance? Well, mainly because this is a sport of boxing, and we want to see who is the best fighter, right? We don't want y'all to say it. We want to actually see it in the ring. And a lot of people are so emotionally tied to, to specific fighters that they don't even want to risk the possibility of actually seeing this fighter lose. So what they would do, they would rather say it as opposed to actually seeing it come to fruition. But my thing is here is this: Inoue is a cool fighter, right? Now he's a fighter that get hit a lot. So um, if he fights certain fighters, then he probably gonna go night night. Let's just be honest. But the problem that I have, right, is not that they giving Inoue any type of credit. The biggest problem that I have is this: Inoue has literally fought nobody. And when I say nobody, I'm not saying um that he hasn't uh fought a good fighter. I'm saying that he hasn't fought an elite fighter, a Hall of Famer, or anything of that caliber, a type of fight for people to say, "Oh, he's number one pound for pound." Well, if he's number one pound for pound, can you guys name without going to Google anybody that this kid has fought? I don't think nobody can name him. You know, so um, I'm just saying, man, if y'all gonna have a certain standard far as to make you feel like a person is pound for pound, let me know the standard so we can all go by the same type of standards because Lomachenko, a lot of you guys consider him as pound for pound when he only had about 8 fights. This guy literally got a title shot in his second fight. So if this guy was anybody else that was African American, he would have never gotten that shot. Ever. You know what I'm saying? So there are some privileges to what has transpired. But I think, man, all in all, that you got a fighter like Inoue he's a pretty decent fighter, and you got somebody like Canelo, which is a fighter who's not going to fight a top caliber type of fighter. He's just going to keep saying that he only fight the best, which we already know everybody will beat John Ryder. Everybody. So this guy continue to duck the best competition. Don't want to fight anyway. I pretty much doubt that he's going to fall into Stephen Fulton. I doubt if he's going to go to there and go up and fight at the 122 division. I doubt that. And if he do, I believe that he's going to fight a tune-up to get acclimated with the weight division. I really don't think that he would go directly to fight that fight. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get that man to duck that fight because they don't want to see him lose and they just want to say that he's the pound for pound number one. And can't nobody even name nobody this kid had fought. Nobody, including me. Can't name nobody this guy has fought. So that's all I got for now, man. Definitely think Inoue is overrated as well as Canelo, and I don't think that they are the best fighters. I don't even think that Inoue is really even top 10. To be honest, if you look at his resume, I don't think he even top 10. So, ain't no hate, man. It's just I'm just calling it down the line. Most people they can ignore and overlook you know, everybody else, man, and and not hold their shortcomings against them, but they do it to a non-African American fighter. And they got to change. So that's all I got for now, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button if you like this content. I'm out.